Boom.
Hello and good evening. Welcome to your uncle's house, episode 5, the check-in. We've been MIA for a little while. We've both been taking care of life stuff and been hella busy, exceptionally busy.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just gonna start by kind of going off myself a little bit. Hey, Chosen, thank you for hopping in. Quick little side note,
What is
thank you
up,
for hopping in.
man?
I just wanted to let everybody know I've been fucking building a house on my weekends, so I've been hella fucking busy. It's for my grandmother. It's gonna be the final house that she's in, so we're making sure that she's got everything she needs. One wall
Hell
has fucking 6 windows and a 5 foot sliding glass door on it, so and it's
Jesus.
yeah, so we're making sure she's got lots of light, and it's gonna be a nice looking house. It's just taking us some time
Nice.
because it's only me, my cousin, and my dad, so it's taking quite a bit of time. Um, and then I'm still just in the middle of our summer clean schedule at the high school. Um, it's been really busy there too. We have a lot of cleanup to do and a lot of stuff to do, so it's just been a constant, constant fucking go, 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 go. And I'm excited that that's finally getting to a point where we're getting near the end and we're gonna be back to school here pretty soon. And obviously, little side note, Uncle Chowder went bald. Got a head shaver and the whole nine, so we're gonna be keeping it there. I like it. I'm enjoying it. Everybody says I.
Yeah.
Everybody's been telling me that I pull it off pretty well, so I'm gonna take that as a compliment and just let it run because that's sick.
Yeah, dude. Looks
But
great.
yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It's fucking been nice. The only thing that sucks is I got a little cut underneath my headset there. I fucking bonked my head off some plywood
Ah,
this weekend.
fuck.
Got a little cut on my head, but besides that, fucking no big deal.
Not
We,
too terribly bad.
no, we've been playing the games. I've been streaming as much as I can still. Um, I appreciate those who hop in. We've been getting down on Destiny. I just finished part 1 of the legendary campaign for the second time with my Titan. Finished it with my Warlock, and I finished it with my Titan. Um, my Warlock is better built out than my Titan, so it was easier with my Warlock, I have to say. I get more healing with the Warlock than I do my Titan.
There you go.
But I still made it through. It was pretty frustrating. I died like 30 times on one of the missions. It was a struggle. But I did the whole thing by myself both times. So,
Jesus.
yeah, I haven't had anybody with me. And I will be doing the same thing a third time with my hunter. It's just gonna be actually, I think I'm not gonna do the third time legendary camp. Wow, you get special exotics when you do it, so that's why I've been trying to do it legendary because you get a special exotic piece of armor at the end. So
Nice.
as much as it pains me to do it again, I probably will. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to get some healing buffs, but I've been playing that. Also decided that Spider-Man Remastered is gonna be the first game I 100% on PlayStation and get that platinum trophy. So we've
Hell
been
yeah.
working on that very slowly. It's a grind for sure. No other way to put that. It's been a fucking hell of a grind.
Right.
Um, Also got a new copy of Breath of the Wild for the Switch. Believe it or not, I've lost two in my house. I don't know how I've done that, but I've lost two. Yeah,
Good job, Chowder. Good
yeah.
job.
So, and actually, funny story, because of my impatientness, I found a copy on Facebook for $30, a used copy, and I was all stoked. And it was just down in Stevensville, which is like a 20-minute drive from my house. Now,
Right.
usually 20-minute drive isn't that bad. I'd say more like 30 minutes actually from my house because of where I'm at. It's like 30 minutes, which isn't bad.
Right.
Um, but when you drive a fucking big old pickup with no air conditioning and it's fucking 96 degrees outside, the drive to Stevensville feels a little different. It takes a little longer. So my impatient ass drove all the way out there, bought this game just to come home to a package that was sitting on the porch when I got home initially before I left to Stevensville, and I put it inside the house, and then I come back and I'm sitting on the couch in the air conditioning, cooling off, playing Breath of the Wild again, picking up from where I left off fucking 3 years ago because it's been that long since I've played it. And
Damn.
yeah, and my girlfriend comes through the door and she goes, she's like, what are you playing? And I was like, Breath of the Wild. And she goes, you didn't buy it. And I go, yeah, I found a used copy on Facebook. And she fucking opens this box from Walmart, and there is a brand new copy of Breath of the Wild. Plus, behind me, it's kind of hard to see; it's very tiny. But behind me, I'm pointing at it just above my microphone. She bought me the Xbox Series X mini fridge. So I have the yeah, I
Nice.
got the Series X mini fridge behind me now too. But she bought me
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, she bought me that and Breath of the Wild. But it ended up working out. I only paid $30 for that used copy, and one of my good friends doesn't has not played that game yet, even though he's had a Switch and that game's been out for 10 years and he's a huge Zelda fan. I can't believe he hasn't played it. And so I caught him at work. I was like, we also work together, and I was like, hey, would you happen to maybe want to buy a used copy of Breath of the Wild for $30? He's like, hell yeah. So he bought it off me. So no harm, no foul. Everything worked out. But technically I have had 4 copies. So
That is amazing. That
yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah. So and it was a game I thought about streaming, but unfortunately I can only get my stream to run my Switch at 720p on stream, and it just looks like
Yeah.
shit, and I just don't want to deal with it. So I'm gonna keep the Switch stuff to myself because I do enjoy sitting. We have a big beanbag chair out in what would be our dining room, and it's right next to the
Yeah.
air conditioner. So I've been enjoying getting a nice cold soda and sitting in the beanbag chair like a little kid with my Switch and playing Zelda. So
Amazing.
I've been doing that
Amazing.
because unfortunately my stream room back here, it's in the back of the house. This part of the house gets sun from like fucking 1 o'clock till the sun goes down because there's no trees on this side of the house. So it's just unbelievably
Like another shit chosen.
yeah, my house gets like we have 2 air conditioners going, and right now this room feels pretty good. Um because the lights have been off and I haven't been in here, and my Xbox hasn't been blowing out hot air, and not
Right.
all the shit's not on, and I'm not doing my thing back here because all this tech puts out a lot of heat, and it heats up this room really quick.
Yeah. Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah, and I end up sweating to death back here sometimes. Like I tried to stream on Saturday night. Was it Saturday night? Yeah, it was Saturday night. I tried to stream and I only got about 45 minutes in, and I was back here playing Spider-Man, and like my shirt felt damp around the neck and I was just hot, and I was like,
That's
dude,
the worst.
yeah, and I was tired, and I was just like, dude, I can't do this. Like I'm gonna go fucking sit and relax somewhere a little bit cooler and then go to bed because I'm just so hot. Like, and I'm miserable. If it's above 80 degrees, I'm fucking miserable, to be 100% honest. So this last week of us being 90 plus in the smoke because Missoula's mountains are fucking on fire right now. Um,
Yeah.
it has been just absolutely a shit show. It sucks to be outside. It sucks to be in the hot house when it gets hot. Like last night, I had a hard time sleeping. So we'll see how it goes tonight. It feels better in here than it did last night. I have to cook dinner yet still, which I'm not excited about.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
dude.
I have to cook dinner yet still. But
Yeah, that's what I hate. And it's been like yesterday was like 107 out here.
dude, fuck the 107, dude. It says it's supposed to
Dude.
be 100 tomorrow, dude. But I'm
Yeah,
not,
we always get this stretch, like dog days of summer, dude, and it's like two,
dude.
3 weeks of just like 90 plus, and then Spokane always seems to get like 4 or 5 days at 100 plus.
It's miserable, dude. And
Yeah.
the
Horrible.
oh my fucking the stream is frozen. I hate when it does this. Probably running it at too high of a resolution, but it needs to be high.
Ah,
Um but it's like I don't do very well in the heat. I'll be straight up about it. I'm a big boy, so I just don't do good in the heat. And we
yeah, tell me about it.
tomorrow it's supposed to be 100, and I'm not stoked about it. The school's not been so bad, but like when I take my breaks at work and I go out to my truck to smoke a cigarette, like my last break is at like 2:30. So it's like 95 degrees outside. I'm fucking
Yeah,
stepping outside to go sit in my truck, and I leave my windows down, and my truck isn't like black. So it's like it's not like fucking like oh my god sauna in there, but it's still warm. and the sun's
Right.
beating through the window. And so
Yeah.
today
Oh,
I had my coworker cracking up when he came out to smoke a cigarette because I went out a little bit before him, and he was cracking up big time because he fucking walked out into me sitting in my truck with one of the towels from work. I grabbed one of the towels and soaked it with cold water and wrung it out. And I was sitting out in my truck with the towel just draped over like the whole top part of my head and like over my shoulders. And it was super cold and there was a bit of a breeze rolling through. So it was like giving me this like almost air conditioning effect while I
yeah.
was sitting out in the
Yeah. Big
truck. And
time.
I was like, okay, this is manageable. I can sit out here like this. I just had my headphone on underneath it. I was like, okay. And the bald head, man, I have to say that feels nice, dude. And you get some cold water on
It
your
does.
bald head and that wind hits it. It's like,
Right. Yeah.
um,
Big time.
let's see if I can make this play. I'm sorry for everybody who's watching live. It's being a pain in my ass. I'm gonna drop it down to 720p and see if that helps it play. It won't be as good to look at, but it's not as big, so I just wanted something in the background, so I'm hoping that'll help it play better. But we definitely I'm definitely over this fucking heat. Like I was on
Oh
my
yeah, dude.
phone on the weather app, I have fucking I have a few places in Alaska like favorited so I can check in on the temperatures and like right now as we speak, dude. Homer, Alaska. It's also got the best temperatures. Homer, Alaska is 60 degrees and it's fucking raining.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Amazing.
Exactly, bro. I'd take that any time, dude.
Yeah.
Anytime. Anytime, dude.
Oh, 100%.
Uh,
Ugh. Good Lord. What? What's up, bud? Don't worry about it. Come on, go.
special
Hey, yeah, yeah,
appearance.
yeah, yeah.
Special appearance from
Special
the
appearance
nephew.
from the Z Man.
From the nephew.
Oh, dude, did you see this,
Yeah, you sent me a picture.
dude?
That looks sick, but
And then
turned out nice.
I go in tomorrow for my back.
Okay.
Let me get that. Let me get that touched up because I have my last name, big ass letters from shoulder to shoulder. So the artist is like, I need to touch that up for you. Okay.
Yeah, I thought about getting my last name across my back too at one point, but the only other two people I know that have that are my two brothers, and I don't necessarily want to be like either of them. So,
I feel it. I
so
feel it.
but I have thought about it though. Like I've thought about getting my last name across my back because I have a cool last name. I at least I've
Oh,
always thought so. Wolf. I've always loved my last name. Like not to brag and sound like that cocky asshole, but I don't know a lot of
yeah.
other people with that last name. So
No kidding.
yeah, so I thought about it a couple times and I had some like ideas for it. Like I thought about getting it and making the O like a full moon with like the
Oh,
shadow,
that'd be
like the silhouette of a wolf head inside of it. Nothing
yeah,
detailed, just like the silhouette inside of it. But
that'd be sick.
I don't have any tattoos right now as it sits.
I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like 12 professionally done, and then like 5 that I did myself.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Dude, okay, so we're gonna figure out something else because for some reason this
It's
is
good.
being absolutely asinine. So I think what we might do today, special episode where we're going to give me just a second. We're gonna do this live because I gotta do this on the fly a little bit.
Let's do it.
We're gonna get rid of where is that? Oh god, so we're gonna get rid of this for now. And then we're going to take you, we're going to make me bigger, and we're going to
I'm going to take
we're
this
gonna make
down.
you bigger. We're just gonna
All
be
right,
the stars of the show today.
I'm going to be changing some shit.
We're
Oh
changing it up
man.
on the fly. So
Yep. New angles and everything.
apologize for any little bits of weirdness, but we changed it up on the fly, so now you got us looking big. All right, looking big.
Guys,
We're in the middle of the screen today.
my,
Cause
my my original Xbox gamer tag was Skeezy Stevie. I don't apologize for shit.
that's funny. That's funny. No, I'm tired of Twitch on my web browser over here being a bitch.
Oh,
And
big time.
so we're gonna look, everybody gets to look at us for this episode, which I don't mind that at all.
For
Um
sure.
uh
I'm totally game. You have no idea. Like,
yeah, it gives me time to look at the store and shit, and I can probably pull up some articles to read also. Actually, that's a
right.
better idea. Um Gaming,
But
I will say that's something that we'll talk about also. I just want to bring that up. We are going to talk about a little bit of gaming stuff near the end of the show, but I just wanted to give us the first part of the show for me and Maddogg to kind of check in and let you guys know what's been going on and why we've been MIA for an
oh,
extended period of time.
right.
So,
Yeah.
but enough of me talking. Maddogg, why don't you take it away?
Well, aside from work just being all jacky and wonky for the last literally 2 months, I mean, I've been getting some games in, right? I still haven't. I got into the Institute on Fallout 4, and then I kind of was like open world RPG'd out for a minute.
Yeah, I get it. It happens.
So I put that down for a little bit. Really started grinding and hitting Fortnite with the little one, and then doing a lot of like the creator modes. Um, Bro, if you want to grind that battle pass, do it in creator mode, hands down. We've been playing these tycoon games, and
You get that shit fucking picking
dude,
quick.
I'm level 99.
Oh, already. That's how people fucking do it. That's how
Yeah,
people get to the end so fast, is they just play the fucking passes. I get that now. I mean, it's
right.
yeah, and that's another game I haven't picked up
You're
or
not
touched
here.
in quite a minute because I can see him. I can see him outside. Um, uh, I haven't touched that game in a minute because the season with the car, the vehicle combat really turned me off. I was
I,
not
I
about
I
that.
I will agree. I will tell you a couple of crazy updates that they've done. So besides for like creator mode is just like off the chart. I absolutely love creator mode. Me and my daughter will sit there and grind like these tycoon games, which are basically idle games like on your phone, but you're
Mm-hmm.
running around as your character and you get to like we'll do like game developer and you get to build a game develop company. There's Mafia Tycoon, you get to create a
Yeah.
criminal underworld, things like that. So that's been really fun. But yeah, it totally like is an XP grind insane. And I mean I'm grinding it out because I want all 3 sets of T60 armor that they
Have you been
have on
streaming
the
that
Mattogg.
shit?
No, I have not gone live. I'm actually funny enough here, right? So, for kind of the same reason that we switched over to where we're at now,
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of rebranding and re-going over everything,
Oh, okay.
changing everything up. I know I literally like I spent I think it was like some 12 hours making my layouts and everything that I currently have, and then I'm not even going to end up using it.
Oh,
But it's just another direction that I kind of want to go.
no, I get that.
What, buddy? That's his cat. He's pointing at the screen. Zayden is pointing at the screen,
Oh,
and
and my cat, my fluffy cat right here.
yeah, yeah,
Hold on a
yeah.
second. Hold on a
Oh,
second. I'll bring him
Zayden,
closer. You can kind of
he's
see him.
actually on a chair. Look, he's on a chair. See, he just pulls him over. Isn't
His
that funny?
his name is Nico.
It's Nico. Oh, nice, nice. All right, hey, go play with Lego. Um, but yeah, so I really grinded out on Fortnite, and like I said, I'm with you on the car. I know the famous blowout that we both kind of talked about at one point with Ninja throwing his little tantrum.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, but he was 100% right. Everything he said
He,
was correct.
he was 100% right. It's just I think the way he kind of put it out there, but
Yeah,
um,
I agree.
dude.
I agree.
So the creator mode has been great, and then they brought in a mode called Reload, and it's still they're still fine tuning it, right? But it is,
Okay.
if I remember correctly, it is OG. It is OG map based. So you've got Tilted Towers, Shady Shores, all of those.
Okay.
Best way to describe it, it's resurgence.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh wow, that's pretty crazy actually.
Dude, we've been playing the hell out of that too. It's nuts.
That's actually
Um,
pretty cool. You know, speaking of resurgence, I just have to say, the other night when I was sitting by myself, I did get down and play some COD for like a good, probably like half an hour or so. I played just like couple multiplayer matches. Dude, I still
yeah.
fucking I love that shit. Every time I play it, I'm like, yo, what? I like this
Oh,
game.
dude,
I like this game. Why do I have to feel bad about saying that? I like this game.
I know. I know, right? I did get a couple of nights in so far in the last couple of weeks with the squad
Yeah.
doing just doing all the different ones. Like they got the mutation squad, they've got the like the different resurgences and everything. So I mean, we've been having fun with it. Um,
You have
but
to hit
dude, then
you have to hit me up on the weekends when you guys play cuz like Thursday nights and Friday nights I'm usually free like late.
right,
I'm usually free pretty late if I'm up, so you should hit me up because I'll definitely try to play with you guys because I've been missing it and I've been trying to get in and play with like Eli and Slug and shit, but I also don't want to drag them down because I ain't what I used to be, and even when I was playing all the time, I wasn't that great. So
right. That I mean, that's how I am. I play for fun and the camaraderie.
yeah, I'm
Um,
I'm playing for fun. Like every once in a while, I go off. Like I got a 20 bomb on Ashika. I got a 20 bomb playing with randos. Like I fucking did that, but I'm also like I said, I'm not the bestest. I'm not the
nope,
bestest. I know
nope, not at
everybody.
all.
I know some people, you grammar Nazis out there, are gonna be mad, but I'm gonna say it again just so it makes you mad. Bestest.
Bestest. Um, but yeah, and then, dude, uh, on top of me being like open world RPG'd out, we then hit the first of the month, right? And so first Tuesday of the month, which was like, I think it was the second of the month, go on to check those new games, and I saw hands down. This is gonna sound so contradictive, but hands down my favorite video game story wise, and just probably like my go to for I want a good game. I was able to get Borderlands, right? And they have Borderlands 3 for free right now.
Yeah.
So I picked up Borderlands, started cruising around on that a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Um, because I was open world RPG'd out. That makes total sense. But um, but yeah, really I've just been spending a lot of time doing that and then getting ready. I mean, today was my first knee appointment with the injection. So that was bizarre.
How's that going?
I mean, it's only the first one. I have next Monday and the Monday after. Um, it's sore because it was a big ass needle that he pushed right into the top of my knee.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, it was really weird. Like he had the ultrasound machine on there, so he could see the placement and everything, and you could quite literally feel him. Like you could feel the burn when he put the needle in, and then it was just like getting blood drawn, and then all of a sudden he entered the knee, and you could feel it like press up against the cartilage pack and everything.
Gross, dude.
Dude, it was so weird. Like, thank God it was like 15 seconds to just position, squirt, and pull.
It's still gross.
Fuck, dude.
It's still gross as
Oh,
fuck.
dude. So, like, we got that done. I'm glad for that. Um, but that's really just been it. It's just been trying to navigate. I mean, I will say this. I got in a fight basically with my employer for like a solid week over my whole knee and taking medical time and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So I kind of, it is what it is. It's kind of put some things into perspective no matter what they say. And
Yeah. Unfortunately, it takes a situation like that to reveal the
yeah,
real, and then, that's
yeah, it sucks.
yeah.
So, it is what it is. Like I said, we're on, I'll say good terms now, but it was like wake up on a Thursday to some BS. All right, whatever. Still go to work, everything perform the way I do, whatever. I hear from the owner. I hear from the owner on Friday. I hear from my corporate manager on Sunday. All right, cool. Monday's great. Tuesday I go in. I'm like, all right, new blood. We're gonna be good. All right, and then like by 9:05, they were on me about something else, and it was just like rather than communicate and talk to me, like you're just gonna sit here and tell me, like micromanage the hell out of me. Why am I even doing the job type deal?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like solid from Thursday to Tuesday that I was just like not feeling it because of some bullshit. But
It sucks, dude. I'm sorry.
nah, you're good. You're good. But yeah, so,
Work situations can really suck sometimes.
yeah, tell me about it, especially when it's like, oh, who at the end of the day holds the power, right? Like, yes, the employee holds the power. We have things that back us up, but at the same time, like, I can't afford to lose the bread, you know.
No, 100%. And
So,
employers know that, and they can fucking hold that shit over people's heads, and that part sucks. You know,
yep,
I not only joined the union for the school district, but I actually recently become union president
right.
of the classified staff. So, um, that was pretty big for me. I was pretty happy about that. Uh,
No kidding.
it's like the biggest bit of responsibility I've ever gotten. I still have a couple things I need to do to finalize that, but I am technically union president. So we,
Nice.
yeah, we sat down. I got to, for the first time in my life, sit down at like a big conference table with a bunch of people who are fancy and have, college degrees. And here I am, some fucking 29-year-old little punk ass kid being like, hey, I need more money. so so it worked out.
That's amazing.
I negotiated for a raise, and we got it. So I felt pretty good about that. So
Hell
um
yeah, that's awesome. I love it when it wins out like that, you know?
yeah, dude. Yeah, and thank you, Chosen. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That was
awesome.
pretty awesome about I was pretty happy about that. I haven't really talked about it too much just because it's something I was a little nervous about, but it's been going for
Right.
a little bit, so
I can feel that. I can feel that. And chosen to answer your question, favorite tat. Ooh. I think now I'm going to have to say my hand. Like, I don't know, there's something about having my kids' signatures taken the day before I got it permanently put on my hand that
yeah.
makes it hands down my favorite. Before that, um, I don't know if I can classify down on a favorite. Honestly, like every one that I got has a reason that I got it. Whether it was just because I was dumb or and it was a funny story or there's some sentiment to it. So I don't really have a favorite other than my hand right now. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Feels, but that's also awesome.
It was like we got this deal on line work at the shop we always go to, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll just do it." Da 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 da. And so my wife literally had the kids sign their name and then started booking it, and then some shit happened, and we ended up going in with another way. But yeah, no, I that's what me and my wife were talking about because I'm like I said, I'm getting ready to go in. So with my last name as big as it is, it was a 6.5 hour session.
Ugh.
Um, yeah, dude. Basically, by the time I was driving home, dude, I felt like raw beef in my fucking shoulders.
Yeah, dude.
Um, so because they're big ass lettering. They're shaded fully with two different colors, everything like that. Well, I'm going in tomorrow to get it touched up. So we're gonna redo the black. Um, he's gonna touch up some line work, some red spots, but the black's gonna get a whole new layer of different ink on it, so it looks really good. Um, and he's like, yeah, 2-3 hours. I'm like, oh, okay, sounds good. And my wife, she sits there and she's like, you gonna do the numbing cream because they now have that? And I'm
Oh,
like, no.
no.
No, I'm like, she's like, why not? I'm like, I did it exactly one time, and I will tell you this: back then, it didn't make a damn bit of difference. I say because I have
Uh,
both, I have both rib cages done, and I did one with the numbing cream and one without, and they hurt the same. So at that point, I mean, the thing about it is, I mean, I'm kind of at that this is kind of my philosophy on is I'm in that kind of middle area, right? Before say our generation and tattoos, right? Before our culture took over it or our generation, the older ones, like in order to have a sleeve or to have certain tattooed areas, like you had to be a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there was a story. Like a lot of times I always hear like you had to have either been a war fighter or a felon to like have a sleeve type deal.
Wow. I just
Right. So that
the one brother I just the last time I seen him, I just noticed that he finished his other sleeve, and
oh there you go.
yeah, so he's both arms, and
Nice.
I think he might have his calves completely done. I mean, he's
Damn.
got quite a few on his chest. I know. There's him. Most of the people in my family all have tattoos. Most everybody in my family has tats.
Right. Well that's
And I know what you mean. It was tattoos. The culture behind them has changed so much because now
right.
people get it as like an art expression piece. But you know,
Which
back in the 40s, dude, it was Navy guys and prisoners that had fucking tattoos on their arms.
absolutely right. So I always feel like right, so there's like the old culture in the tattoos, like, you know, you had to earn it both not only physically but socially almost.
I was making.
Playing with
I know
my fallen
I was making faces at your kid. He was making
he's
faces at me.
he's playing with my fallen foam blocks like I have on the wall there because the adhesive's coming off in this heat.
Yeah.
Um but and then you've got like the next generation coming up under us, like they're they're marking themselves up like a detention desk,
Dude,
right?
well, some of the tattoos are too far, dude. Like I see some of them and I'm like, I mean, I guess if that's what you're if it makes you happy, you do what you
Right.
want
I
to
mean
do, but
that's how I see it. I just always feel like, okay, you need to go now. You're no, you need to go now. Okay,
I was wondering. I was wondering.
come on. No, 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 Zayden. I'm trying to get this done. You need to go. Come on. That was the deal. Oh my lord. Anyways, but so I always like I don't care where I get them. I don't care what they are. They can be some kind of end up detention desk looking style. Like I've been sitting here for decades now, like thinking about planning a sleeve. And as I continually just start filling up different parts of my arm, I'm like, I'm just gonna have that basic white trash sleeve built out of like a million different pieces.
Mhm.
You know what? Right?
No,
I'm like, that's just what I'm gonna end up doing. But at the same time, I need to. I still inside need to feel like I earn it.
yeah,
So I'll sit through the pain.
yeah. I mean, I went to a wedding this weekend. Two of my friends got married this weekend on Saturday, and while we were all hanging out outside, everybody's like, "Oh, now that it's bald, it's time for you to get some sick tats on your head." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good on that. I
Ah,
I know for a fact that the bony areas hurt the most, okay? One of my
yeah.
brothers has a tattoo right around here. He's got a ring of fire around the end of his elbow. And he said that one and this right here, he got his daughter's name right here on his rib cage. He said those two are the most painful one he's ever done. Yeah, that would I've heard that one's painful too on the underarm.
That, that shit sucked for 4.5 hours.
No, dude.
Yeah, dude. And then, like I said, I have my Eagle Scout badge on one rib cage, so it's detailed and negative spaced and colored, and then I have the Grim Reaper skull on the other rib cage.
Yeah, I
So,
the rib cage.
yeah,
That's much. That's much. Ow. I don't like any the
not,
idea of. I don't like the idea of a needle in my head either. Quite frankly.
yeah. I know. I don't know if I could do that. Like
Oh.
I've kind of pushed it. I always said like, you know, I need to be able to put a long sleeve button up on and tie a tie and be good. So I was like, I'm just gonna draw rings around my wrist and around my neck and go above the collarbones. And now I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. I don't care anymore.
You know what? I get it.
Fuck it.
No, I
That's
get
just
you. I get you. Well,
So
no, it's been, yeah, but like I've been saying, if for those who are in Discord who watch our videos, if you've been in Discord, I've been trying to keep everybody updated as we've been doing shit. We've just, like I said, both of us have been hella busy
yeah.
with all kinds of stuff. And to be quite honest, right now during the summer schedule, my fucking lame ass is like falling asleep by 7 o'clock.
Dude,
So
that's how I've been the last couple of nights. I don't even know why.
yeah, dude, like I would like to fall asleep by 7, but then it's too hot and I'm falling asleep sitting up in my chair. So it's been
Right.
it's been quite the whatever. But I've been playing games on my Switch a lot more because I got new Joy Cons not too long ago.
Oh, there
So
you
I've
go.
been yeah, I've been back on the Switch life because I can play it in front of the air conditioner. Playing the Stick of Truth.
There you
Um,
go.
I decided to
Oh, the stick of truth.
I decided to start a new game on Skyrim. I'm
There you
playing
go.
Zelda Breath of the Wild. Everybody else looks at me like I'm crazy because I usually am juggling like 4 or 5 games at once. Like I'm playing Destiny on the Xbox, playing Spider-Man on my PlayStation, and playing like 3 different games right now on my Switch. Like that I'm juggling back and forth between.
I do that too. Like
Yeah,
I mean, I don't necessarily know that I play well. I guess I can't really say that.
I do okay.
Y-
I mean, I know all
Yeah.
the controls. Like, I can pick up any of these controllers and hit the right buttons and do the right things for the most part. Like, I might have to glance at like the screen that shows all the controls for like a second, but I usually
Yeah.
get it back pretty quick.
Yeah, that's how I am. I mean, there will be certain things, little, different, like how Rockstar to run in Rockstar, you got to pound X basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll do that every now and then and mess up, and I'm like, oh shit, that's right, it's this. Oh
oh,
shit, that's right, it's this. Oh shit, I do it about 6 or 7 times.
oh yeah. And speaking of Rockstar, I did break back into some Red Dead recently as well.
Oh, there you go.
I can't put that game. That's another one I always have on my Xbox just because every once in a while I might play it. I might not play it, but I like to have the
Right,
option there. Um,
right.
but you know, it, the other thing about Rockstar is I've noticed that I'm starting to get into the same mode I was in right before, like before Starfield came out, when like now I'm starting to get anxious about GTA 6 and I'm waiting for the next bit of news that
Oh
they're going to
yeah,
do. I just want to hear more
no
news. I
kidding.
want to see another trailer. I want to hear when it's coming out cuz that's going to be the next game that I'm going to obsess over for hours and
No
hours and
kidding.
hours, dude. Like I already know
No
it. And it's going
kidding.
to be everybody else, like fucking hold on a second. Yeah? Oh, hey, go ahead and talk about that for a second. It's raining. I gotta roll up my fucking truck windows.
Oh yeah, you better go do that. You don't want to get drowned out. But yeah, dude, the excitement in behind GTA 6 is, oh my god, so stoked. But yeah, other than that, it's just been, yeah, he had to go do something real quick. It's okay. So now I'm hopefully sitting here talking to Chosen. Hopefully he's still listening. Bro, GTA 6 is going to be crazy. I'm I'm uh, I'm excited almost to see what they do with the online. That's kind of been my, like, what are they going to do with the online? But yeah. Well, you're so quiet, my dude. Chowder had to go run up his windows. Oh my god, rain. Ugh, that would sound nice, you lucky bastards. Oh man. But no. Get everything back on track, and oh yeah, those are some pretty cool fishing lures, huh? Yeah. Come on. Getting a lot of cameo from the kiddo today, huh? All right. Remember, it's not in real time. There's a little bit. Oh, dude, I remember one time, this was the craziest thing I've ever seen. You talking about how it's raining in Hamilton and not in Darby reminds me of this, man. I was in Williston, North Dakota, working oil fields, and I was heading north on Highway 2 out of Williston, and it's just downpouring. I mean, the streets are starting puddles and flooding and shit. And I get a couple miles outside of Williston, heading to the property that I was staying on, and there is a straight line across where the rain just stops.
I'm back. Chosen.
Hey, there he is.
I just have to tell you, I'm surprised it's not raining in Derby because it looks like it came from that direction. And actually, I think it's hail. Because something heavy hit me in the top of the head when I was out there.
Oh, shit.
It bounced off. Like all water does now. Yo, speaking as one bald guy to another, how come you didn't let me know that I need to be careful when I'm in the shower because I'm gonna soak everything that's fucking face level when that water hits my dome and just goes everywhere like a fucking reflector shield, like you stuck a spoon underneath the faucet, big dog.
Oops.
Yeah, okay. Bald people, you gotta let people know that. All right, I'm out here doing a public service right now. Before you shave your head, okay, get ready because you about
The
to.
hair does not absorb.
Yeah, it's like sticking a spoon underneath the faucet, dude. You get in that shower, there's water everywhere, everywhere. But yes, it's like hailing a little bit, chosen, but it's still really fucking hot outside and it is raining. Like it's
Oh,
weird.
that's the worst when it's that muggy hot.
Yeah, dude, it's muggy hot outside. It's still 93 degrees outside and it is fucking raining outside. Ugh.
What?
Well, hopefully that makes it nice and cool outside so we don't have to deal with anything.
Hopefully, let's see what the weather is here.
Ugh.
Screw off. Let's see if it'll show up on Twitch right. It's hard to do, not in real time. Oh,
Yeah.
the
97.
light. 97. No rain. 98 tomorrow. 91,
Oh, it's
93.
raining out there.
Then we drop back to the 80s. Whew. Wednesday. Oh, yes. By the time I go back to work, it'll be in the 80s. Thank
I know it's
God.
supposed to drop down to the 80s this weekend. I seen and I was like, hell
I'm,
yeah
I
for me.
hope. I fucking hope. Like I said, it was 107 yesterday. I about worked on the sprinklers just to work on the sprinklers.
Dude, 107's too hot. Shut down the country at that temperature, if you ask me.
Dude, I remember. I remember a
It's like
couple years back. A couple years back, it was like 114. Fuck that. I was like getting home from work and sitting on sprinklers.
just so you're fully aware, I saved Death Valley as well, just to remind myself that we don't have it that bad. Currently,
Ooh.
119 degrees.
Oh.
The
Oh.
the fucking 4 a.m. temperature, a fucking balmy 99 degrees. At
Jesus.
4 o'clock in the morning, dude. That's
I mean, dude, 4 o'clock in the morning here, it'll be 65. Thank God.
Yeah, exactly. Same here. It'll be in the 60s at 4 o'clock in the morning here, which is beautiful. That
Right.
though, and all week for Death
Oh,
Valley, 122 degrees, 121 degrees, 121 degrees,
no.
120 degrees, 118 degrees. So I look at
No.
that and remind myself very nicely that we don't
It's
have it
not
so bad.
that bad.
Dude, Vegas, it's 109 degrees right now.
That's what I was just pulling up.
Yep, it's 109 in Vegas. So I know that I hate 94 degrees and rain, but I
Uh-huh.
also hate that more. So I'll stay here.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'll stay here. I'm happy. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
right?
So,
Oh
but
my God.
I am a fall winter baby. That's what I'm about, dude. Give me
Yep.
that cold weather temperatures.
It's like I've always told people, I can put more clothes on to stay warm.
Yeah, dude. It
At some
only
point, it becomes illegal for me to take clothes
yeah.
off.
No one needs to see that, dude. No one needs
Like,
to see that.
exactly. This
But
isn't France.
while we still got some time, let's jump into a couple video game topics. I don't have a whole lot to
Yeah.
talk about.
It's
Over the last
low.
over the last couple weeks, A, it's been slow, and B, all the news that's come out has been really stupid, dramatic shit. Like if you're on Twitter, you see it. It's all comparison stuff. People talking about the way this game plays on this console versus this console. Who gives a shit? I care about where the games are coming out and the cool stuff that's coming out. The
Right.
first thing I want to put up on as an honorable mention and also I'm gonna see if I can get this to pop up on the screen. Um, okay, I can. I'm gonna bring back the Elgato for a second. Give me just a second here.
I shall.
Because I'm gonna pull this picture up just so I have it
Oh,
on here.
where is you? Where is you?
On my screen right now, you should be seeing the back end of the limited edition Xbox controllers that are going up
Ooh.
for competition. It is Deadpool's behind and Wolverine's behind on the back of the controllers.
Did you see the post
Yeah,
that Ryan Reynolds threw up?
absolutely. They're wonderful. They're hilarious. They're hilarious commercials or
Oh
controllers.
my god.
The front of them are pretty sick too. But you can't buy these. You can only get them through winning them through a sweepstakes. Through Microsoft. FYI, these are not going up for purchase. The billboard that was put up in Alberta, Canada. I'm also showing that on screen right now. Dear Alberta, your new favorite Xbox controller. The
Ah.
My best bub's cheeks never look so good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
You guys
hilarious.
are
Of
class.
course
I
they did
love it.
that. I love it too. That was pretty big news, and I was pretty stoked to see that they were doing some cool shit like that. So
Right? That'd be dope.
and then the rest of the stories are all stuff I don't have to pull up on screen. Um, some big news. This was released today. This is an article released today. I wanted to include it because this is big for a lot of you homies on Game Pass. Um, Not only, or we all got the news if you watch the Xbox Direct and you watch me live react. Black Ops 6 is gonna be a day one release on Game Pass, which is huge news for the Xbox homies. Modern Warfare 3 is also releasing on Game Pass this week. So this week, Wednesday the 24th, um, it sounds like we're pretty positive that we're gonna be seeing Modern Warfare 3 on Game Pass. At least that's what like Jez Corden and a lot of the insiders are saying, that we're probably gonna be seeing it pop up on there, especially with the price raise. That's the other thing I was gonna kind of skip over. I'll touch on it lightly. Over the last couple weeks, Xbox announced a price increase for their tiers, and they're taking away day one games from the basic standard tier, which has got a lot of people upset, rightfully so. I do think they're going to end up having to change that though, because the FTC is starting to breathe down their necks a little bit, calling this a degraded product, is from what I'm seeing. I've been kind of just lightly keeping up with it. I haven't been going too hard in the paint on it, because that kind of a news is beginning to annoy me, because everybody on Twitter is a fucking armchair expert and they have to throw in their 2 cents.
Yep.
um
They're the
yeah,
bestest.
yeah, I'm sure you see it. So it is what it is. I have my opinions about stuff too, but I'm not gonna sit and berate people on Twitter because I feel like my opinion is more correct than yours, and that's fucking stupid behavior.
Yeah. No
um
kidding. Like
I get sick of it real quick, and I see it all day long. It's really obnoxious.
that's
Um,
like, dude. I don't know about you, but ever since July 6th, I have not seen really many game updates because my Twitter feed has been full of,
Drama.
dude,
I mean,
everything.
let's go ahead and talk about, the big elephant in the room when it comes to drama. Dr. Disrespect.
Big time.
Everybody's had their
Bro.
2 cents to weigh in. Everybody's talked about it ad nauseum, so we're not going to sit here and talk about that for 15 minutes. Um, what it comes down to is talking to minors is wrong,
Big facts.
especially in that form. Doesn't matter if it was over text messages. Fulo, shut up. Um, that's wrong. We know that. Um, so there's nothing more to say about that.
Right. That was
Doctor
an idiot move.
Yeah, Doctor Disrespect is gonna get his. Um, so he's gonna pay for a long time for that, which he rightfully so should. So
Right. It just, dude. The worst part about it is like these are the leaders. These are the guys that we
you know, Dr.
the
Disrespect
younger.
is the motivation for half of these new streamers out there, or was.
Exactly. That's my point. Is there's no more of this, like, I don't know. I feel like it's almost wrong to have a fucking.
I don't even know who Sneeko is.
It almost feels like it would be wrong for someone to have a role model, because you start building up to be like that person, and then this shit happens all the damn time.
Yep. And
All
I
the
just
time.
I seen rumors that that one of the dude that's on Mr. Beast's team
Yep.
that transitioned. I just seen rumors that he's being outed also as a pedophile right now. Apparently, there's a bunch of messages coming out about him as well. It sucks to see these people on on all of these different teams or the solo content creators. There's a dark side to humanity, obviously, and unfortunately, we're getting some grim reminders of that. Seeing some big time people get taken down that way, and I mean they should. If you're doing that type of stuff
Yep.
behind the scenes, you should. That's inappropriate.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. I mean, at that point, like, you're putting a bad name on everyone who does make a content. You
Well,
know
and
what I
that's
mean?
and that's the other thing is like I was I was listening to a podcast and then he runs the crowds with Aiden Ross. Discussing people are mad at doctors but not mad at Pokemon because minors probably masturbate to her. And see, that was something I was about to bring up. It's one of those things where it's a difficult
Is
it is bad
a
logic, but I do have to say it is one of those things where I do ask where the line is, because I have seen an uptick lately in the body painting streams on Twitch, where it's like a chick painting her body, and like that's totally fine. I support the art, but like where do we draw the line of like inappropriate to
Yeah.
appropriate when it comes to the main viewing audience of Twitch?
Well, I mean, you've seen. I know. Kyle's thrown a few of them up on Twitter, and rightfully so. It's like you'll see ones where, like, all of a sudden they're doing private chats, or not private chats, but they're on the public stream and they're sharing it with somebody and they're flashing, and they're going crazy, and it's like, but you got, like, guys just trying to make it honest.
Yeah, and then I was listening to Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, which is one of my favorite podcasts to listen to. And those guys were like, you know, it's hard for Twitch too because they try to stop this thing. Everyone has an outrage because they are blocking art. And exactly, it's a weird gray zone. And but like I was saying, listening to those guys talk about it, and they were like, essentially they were like, it kind of made me mad. They were like, oh, these fucking grown ass adult men playing video games, talking to kids on the internet. Don't you think that's kind of weird anyway? And I was like, bro, that's not necessarily what it's about though. Like that type of shit is what's gonna give all of us a bad name. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to get dropped into that. I put 21 plus on my streams on purpose. I would prefer it if there was a way for Twitch to verify ID so that you knew who was coming into your streams,
Yeah.
and so
Absolutely.
that you could be appropriate, because I like to smoke weed on stream. I curse. I used to smoke
Yeah.
cigarettes
No.
right here. So it's one of those things where it's like, I would like that to be a thing where, because adults my age, there's still quite a few adults my age who are sitting at a desk at a with multiple screens up, and they got a homie up on Twitch and they're interacting and they're supporting that way. They got a couple homies tabbed up. My homies will still do that, and there are still people my age who still watch that type of shit on the internet for fun and watch YouTube videos that people make. I watch tons of YouTube videos all the time. So it's one of
Right.
those things where it's hard. It's really hard because people are weird and don't know the difference between being good community and creeping on kids. Exactly, Fulo. And then
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
line seems so obvious to someone who's, it seems so obvious to people with it seems so obvious to me, but also
Here's the thing. It seems so obvious. It shouldn't seem obvious to people with anything. It seems so obvious.
yeah, period.
Like, that's the worst part about it. And then you have people that are trying to,
I agree with you.
they're trying to normalize it or anything like that. And it's like, no,
Yeah, there's
no,
none of that.
like, I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you on Twitch. I really like. It would be great to see like an age verification where you have to verify your age, and then we as the content creators can turn on. I mean, we can sit there and market age appropriate, but that's not going to stop anyone from stumbling
Exactly.
in.
Exactly. You know, I try to make it clear that my streams are gonna involve marijuana. We're smoking, we're hanging out. Like I try to make it
Right.
clear about
Yeah.
that. And you know, I also get it. I was fucking 14 years old running around fucking smoking weed myself at one point, okay? Like
Right.
I was not a straight edge kid. I was a little shithead. I tried smoking weed a couple times and then
What up, Lo?
once I really got into high school, it was game over, dude. We were smoking weed and doing all kinds of dumb shit. I'm not that
Dude,
same person anymore, but I also know that there are kids who are like that, who mature faster, they grow up a little bit faster, and they're doing adult things faster. So it's this weird. I'm not saying it's appropriate for them to be, you know, whatever, but I do know that that's going to happen when I'm on Twitch. And so it still feels weird to me, like, you know, when someone comes in and they'll see my 21 plus stream and they're like, say something, and it's like, ah, dude, I can just get this vibe that you're definitely not. You're an adult.
Mhm.
Like I get that vibe right away, dude. And it's just off of reading messages. Sometimes I'm like, yo, like I don't even know if I should really communicate with you that much because I don't want to get fucking anything weird.
Every category. Yeah.
Every category. Yeah.
Agreed. Hot.
Also, 100%, dude. The hot tub streams need to come to an end. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And Lowe's brother, I appreciate you hopping in. We're getting in a quick, or I guess it's turned into a little bit of a longer episode, but that's okay.
I mean, my wife took the daughter to dinner, so I don't even care.
Yeah, word. I mean, I got a dab here I'm about to take, and then I gotta go heat up my house and cook dinner for me and my lady. But yeah. And
Yeah,
then
they're good.
the last quick article I want to run through, which will bring up a quick little topic to talk about. Um, 2.2 million people paid $100 to play college football 24 early. Just so we're all aware of that. Okay? You heard me. 2.2 million people. Now, you can be upset about that if you want, but all I have to say is that if the option's there, it should be allowed to be paid for, and I guarantee that none of those people are upset that they did that. So,
Yeah, I've been seeing some things coming from the college football, and I used to love playing like the NCAA's. But I am a part of that group that, in order to have your team, you had to make everybody. Like you had to go through and custom name everybody because the licensing behind it and everything like that.
mhm.
But yeah, no, I've seen some crazy stuff. They have taken these games so much further than I could have ever seen them
Dude,
go.
I don't even like to play football games that much, and this new college football games kind of got me interested.
Right. 2.2 million times $100, a lot. Trust my math, I'm Asian. You.
I don't listen, dude. He's only half Asian technically, so I don't know if we can actually trust his math all the way.
It's only half right. It's not a lot, it's just lot.
Dude, I don't know. I always love the NCAA games more. Okay, and see that I can agree with. The college football games were funner to play than the NFL games. I agree.
Yeah,
I remember
they were.
distinctly the college games you were allowed to do the forward lateral rolls while you were in fucking play, which I did love that. Like running into a
Right.
forward pitch to somebody, I love that shit. But you know, also like in real life, I don't watch football. I don't watch college football like that. So it's hard for me to justify buying the game because I couldn't tell you one name of one player on any college team. I can tell you names of college football teams. I'm pretty decent with
Right.
that. I know most of them, but I could not tell you a single current player playing on any college football team. And
Nope.
I could name maybe like 5 current NFL players, maybe. So like, you know,
Yeah.
but the one thing have been watching a lot more recently, and I don't even watch it enough to know all the names. I know quite a few names from listening to podcasts. Is I watch UFC, which we've talked about before a couple times, but that's something that I actually enjoy more than any other sport, and I'm actually like starting to learn people's names and starting to really get into Fulo. I've heard of UFC. Yeah, I know you have.
Only.
Uh, fun fact.
I think I heard about it.
Oh, a dab. I'll take that dab. Fulo and me. Fulo is one of the only other people I know that was with that I still talk to this day. That we got in trouble for maybe hosting a fight club in between the apartment buildings and the Corvallis Tavern on Main Street during the daytime. Yeah, and I know that you punched. I know that you got to do some training with what's his face. Yeah, we did talk our way out of that. We would have gotten in trouble, but we definitely talked our way out of it because someone called the cops because there was a group of high school kids just beating the shit out of each other in the middle of the daytime on Main Street. So, yeah.
Oh, why does this not sound like the most Corvallis thing
Yeah,
ever?
dude. Yeah. Someone got a broken nose. And then we started going up to people's houses during lunch. We'd start going to the homie's house during lunch. Of course. Of course. Of
Yep.
course. Yeah. That's how funny. How funny.
Oh my god.
But you
The
know,
most small town America thing to say.
I have some multiple cop cars there. Yeah, we
Been
were
there, done that.
yeah, been there, done that as well. Small town life. Sometimes you can get a ride home from the cops and you're not actually in trouble, but it's just a good way to scare your parents. Just a great way to fuck with your parents, dude.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, dude. Sitting in the fucking cop car the entire time and like, I wonder if he can smell the weed I just smoked. So but
Oh, that's amazing.
but yeah, that was I just want to talk about the college football thing real fast. Like I said,
Yeah,
most of the
that's
game
pretty
news has
dope.
been pretty lame in my opinion. I mean, we had a couple, big announcements. We've had some games release. Wukong's coming soon. Um Kyle or K13 has pre-ordered that, so he'll be streaming the shit out of that.
Nice.
And also shout out to K13 and his wonderful wife. They just had their baby a few days ago, so congratulations to them. Beautiful baby boy they had.
Love you too, Fulo.
And
He's
possibly
had to
attractive friends. Yeah, dude. No worries, dude. No worries. Much love to you, brother. I fucking
catch you later.
dude, he hopped in my stream right after I shaved my head, and he's like, "Dude, I heard Vin Diesel and The Rock are teaming up. They don't know what they're gonna do about you." And I was like, "Dude, shut the fuck up. Here we go, dude. Here we
Dude,
go."
I remember one time I was on a stream and he jumped in and just started talking old Steven to me.
Oh, dude, he's such a cheese ball, dude. I
And,
love him to
and
death,
so,
but he's such a cheese ball.
yeah, fuck
I know you
yeah,
can
dude.
hear me, dude. I know you can hear
Yep,
me. You're a cheese
talking shit
ball.
about you, and this isn't behind your back. But so he's sitting there talking, and we're just going back and forth the way we do. And I mean, let's talk about it. I've known Fulo damn near as long as just about anybody else in the valley.
I was gonna say we've known him about the same amount of time. I would say.
Yeah, yeah. I remember I met him when his older sister and I were in like third grade,
Mm.
right? And so we just have this like bromance that goes back and forth. And I went upstairs to go say goodnight to the wife because it was getting late, and she's like, "Who is that?" Let me pull him up on my phone. He's right here. Okay.
It's just the homie. It's just the homie from back in the valley. It's okay.
uh,
Tell
like I
your
said,
wife. Just
Stevie.
let your wife know us small town folk are a little strange.
I would think after close to 15 years, she would have learned it.
Yeah. We're all just a little weird out here.
It
No,
doesn't matter what we do; we just don't hurt people.
that's for sure. But yeah, there's oh, and one more quick little article. Actually, I did save this one. I forgot to um Bethesda officially becomes the first Microsoft game studio to fully unionize.
Ooh,
Wall-to-wall union with 241 developers. So,
good for them.
that's really awesome. I'm really happy for them. because them being in a union makes it harder for them to get rid of any of them for any stupid reasons. They're gonna have some backup. People can say what they want. Unions are good things. Union dues are annoying, yes, but unions are good things. It's protection for the employees. And as a manager
It-
myself, if you ever go into a management position, you should always try to remind yourself that your employees don't work for you, you work for your employees. Your job is now to make sure that your employees can do their job efficiently, safely, and effectively, so that they can produce. Like, that's the whole thing.
Yep.
And like, yes, sometimes that's going to mean you're going to have to work a little extra hard to make sure that they got the shit that they need. Well, that's what you're the manager for. That's why you applied for that position. So,
Yep. That is very
and
true.
and as the union president myself, I'm pretty excited. I like seeing this type of shit because I just hope that these guys will, make a nice workplace environment, and they can, that's contracts for people without anything getting fucked around, and Microsoft themselves can't pull any shady shit on them without going to the union and everybody having a vote on it. So it's a good thing.
Right.
It's like a
No,
democracy in
absolutely.
the way a democracy works.
Right. Absolutely. No, and I mean, I think unions caught a bad rep, back in the day,
Well,
right? Like,
that's what they tried to the rhetoric is still there, like, and especially in those bigger corporations, they don't want people to unionize because it gives power to the workers, and
oh yeah, no, absolutely.
that's a dangerous thing.
No, that is very true. That is very true.
Yeah,
Um, I just mean like the big workers unions back in like the 40s and 50s, dude. They were all like, some of the most of the big ones were mob backed and
dude,
stuff like that. And so
the fucking Irishman, dude, the Irishman,
yeah,
dude. That guy
but
literally
that
walked into a union office and fucking slapped that dude around and goes, "Guess what? I'm the boss here now. Get out."
right? No, but but that's what I mean. Like they kind of got a bad rap, but you can see at the core root of them,
If a
the,
union is done right, it's a good thing.
absolutely,
Like,
absolutely,
one of the things that we have set up at our school is we have a really awesome thing, that's a sick bank. So all the union members donate time into the sick bank, and it's the employees of the school district as well can donate into it. And then it's like this big emergency fund. So like if you run out of sick time because of some car accident or something, you can fill
right,
out a form, send it to us, and it goes through a committee that we set up of people who work there. Not,
nice,
it's all people from different buildings, and so there's a fair shake. Everybody, and there's like it's like a committee of like four people that I think we got it set up to right now. So each
yeah,
request goes by all four of them, and they as a group decide whether or not to approve the time, and that's that. And so it's a nice little system.
yeah. No, that's great.
Yeah, and so it's awesome that we can do something like that to make sure that our employees are covered in all aspects. Because accidents happen, and the unfortunate truth that that I had to learn this year is family members can pass, accidents happen. You just never know.
Right.
So
No,
it's
absolutely.
it's nice to have that little added button of security. Uh-oh, I got a text message from my lady.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, let me double check what's going on here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
What?
She just sent me a picture of a Switch cartridge that's face down up against the brick on the carpet. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to do it live on stream. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to look at what it is. And I'm going to tell you right now, if it's a fucking copy of Breath of the Wild, dude, I
It
will
will be.
scream so loud you're going to hear it, dude. You're going to fucking hear it. I'll
It
be
will
right
be.
back.
All right, chat. We got to be quiet.
I swear to fucking God, dude. I swear to fucking
You can hear him yelling already. Waiting for it. Nico, talk to me. What's he doing?
Game or a movie.
We can watch it.
You're getting a game or a movie.
That's a movie.
Oh my god.
It is. It is.
Dude, it definitely fucking was, dude. One of the OG copies right here in my hand. Right there, dude. I even still have the case for it, so that kind of works out. But I'm
That's
still
amazing.
upset about that, dude.
That is absolutely amazing.
Now I got another copy of it to sell. Because literally, the copy, my fucking brand new one, I have it right here. Yeah, dude. I have it right here. It's in my Switch. The brand new one's in my Switch. Oh my god, dude.
That's amazing.
It was under the rug in the front room.
That is hilarious.
Well, on that fucking just tantalizing note, dude.
That was amazing.
I think I'm gonna go boke a smoky, as I like to say every once in a while. And
There you go, man.
I'm gonna get ready to cook some dinner because that's got to get done, and I gotta heat up this house. I gotta post another copy of Breath of the Wild for sale on Facebook because, of course, I find mine. So
Of course, that's how it works.
Yeah,
always, fucking always,
dude. So, all right. Well, Maddogg, it was so good to finally get to sit down and do an episode.
Oh, dude,
homies,
tell me about it.
Homies, I appreciate everybody who hopped in and said what's up. I appreciate you guys big time. Sorry that we've been MIA for so long. That's why I want to do this check-in. I'm gonna get this uploaded to Spotify and YouTube as soon as possible. Get that process going and fucking yeah. So hopefully next weekend be able to squeeze it in at some point. Like I was saying to Maddogg, and I'll just let everybody who's here know, I've been trying to get my construction work in early in the mornings on the weekends because it's still like 60 degrees up until, a certain time and stays decently cool until about noon. So it's nice to go outside and work early in the morning right now because I can stand it. And when you're framing a fucking house, you want to not be hot. Right. So
no kidding.
But yeah, I am learning a lot. As much as I hate construction work, I'm learning a lot. And my dad gave me a $200 fucking Milwaukee skill saw and like a $300 skill saw. Or no, a sawzall. I got a sawzall and a skill saw now. So I'm pretty stoked about that because I'm going to build a couple of sawhorses out of the pallets I have out there, and then I'm going to build me some new air conditioner holders here pretty soon and attach them to the side of the house. I was actually thinking about streaming it too with my phone. I was just gonna put my phone up and like have it looking down as I'm working and just fucking hang out outside while I'm working.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting until it cools off a little bit more and we're going to do some outside work cleaning up the property as well. I'm going to try to get rid of some of my garbage and all that good stuff. So
there you go.
Got to do all that.
Oh yeah.
Punch a spade into the side of my house. Hell yeah. Chosen would watch me working on shit.
Hell yeah.
All right. Maybe work with
there you go.
Maybe you guys can watch me almost cut off my fingers with my saw. I'm just kidding. But all right. Maddogg, you got anything you want to throw out there before we call it?
Not off the top of my head. Sorry, the knee's starting to ache a little bit. So I'm kind of.
When is your rebranding gonna be done? When do you think you're gonna be back on the streams?
I don't know. Because I'm really like I'm going from the ground up. I basically am just gonna do a whole brand new relaunch. Like I'm starting at the beginning almost. So like, dude, I'm looking into like doing a whole new logo and stuff like that. So I've been kind of doing a lot of work on Canva here in the last couple weeks.
Okay.
As well as stream elements with building the new layout and everything. So not 100% sure on a timeline yet.
Alright, man. We'll have to get some games in. I'll have to play with you and a couple of your homies. I'll try to get in some Warzone with you guys.
So yeah, I'll let you know whenever. I know it's usually like last minute for us, but I'll see if I can't nail down something early.
Word.
So,
Alrighty, man. Well,
all right, dude.
I hope you have a wonderful night, and I hope all of you out there watching have a wonderful night. Before we fucking call it though, I'm gonna drop a raid on the fucking homie Fulo
Do it.
because he definitely already said that he was streaming. So we out here fucking trying to lift up the homies and support the homies.
Always.
Yeah, I hate when I hear people bitch about other people talking about them going live in their stream because I'm like, hey, how about you fucking shut up and support your other homies?
Dude, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's been my whole biggest thing. I mean, my wife, I fucking hit it up with my wife all the damn time because, she sells Sensi and it's a network marketing. And then it's like literally the single easiest thing for anyone to do. And it costs not a damn thing is to just share something.
Exactly. Well, the raid is ready. There's only 2 people in, but
Boom.
that's totally fine. He'll appreciate the love regardless. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next time. Oh, peace.
Deuces.